Throughout 2013, UPSTATE solicited questions from students, community leaders, and residents which have been compiled to examine the best solutions for the region. Current barriers to connectivity and economic growth should be identified, along with the vibrant areas of the city. Knowing this information should inform how we reconnect the city and the region. We also have to establish holistic measures of success that go beyond just the movement of cars. Existing infrastructure, such as the now closed on-track line, should be included in the analysis. Walkability and pedestrian safety should be key criteria for measuring success. All of the options proposed in the SMTC DOT planning study assumed the traffic demand on the single artery of 81 will be the same or higher in the future. How can we reduce demand to ensure that the solution is smaller and appropriate to the scale of our city? Vehicle miles driven have dropped in Syracuse and most other cities. Additionally, new technologies and changing development patterns demand a change from 1960s thinking about highways. Taking a regional approach, rather than focusing on one road, could provide opportunities for dispersion of current I-81 traffic. I-81's current condition, with just 2 exit points in the city, creates backups. A boulevard solution would provide entry and exit opportunities along the entire corridor. Investigating possibilities for relinking streets, which were closed to make superblocks, would add even more through routes. Looking at reconnecting streets in a wider area could further increase this number and disperse traffic demand through the downtown area. A comprehensive strategy, working with the city to reconnect streets, could strengthen the grid and enhance connectivity across a wide area. In this process, it will be important to look at blocks along the current I-81 route, but also further afield. Analyzing which one-way streets could become two-way could also create more choices for drivers. As streets are rethought, the experience of cars, pedestrians, cyclists, and transit riders should be taken into account. Enhancing streets and connectivity should also include park and recreational opportunities. Synchronized traffic signals could enhance traffic flow and pedestrian safety. Incorporating park and ride, transit, and shuttle systems should be analyzed as part of any comprehensive strategy. Incorporating all of these questions into analysis should reveal reduced demand, and if so, narrower roadways may be possible, and along with it, new, developable land. Given that a rebuilt highway would most likely be larger, any land seizures necessary should be clearly outlined. A thorough analysis of acquisition costs and reduced economic activity should be outlined and justified, especially related to the seizure of homes and historic structures. If a wider highway is built, a strategy for connecting neighborhoods and activating the areas under and around it should be addressed. Any solution that includes a boulevard should avoid car-centric, foreboding thoroughfares such as Erie Boulevard. Innovative transportation options such as reverse flow lanes, traffic calming, and camera monitoring could be an alternative to designing a fixed system for peak demand. Certain intersections could be converted to roundabouts for smooth, efficient traffic flow. As truck traffic has been raised as an issue, restrictions, incentives, and variable pricing could mitigate their effects. There are many examples where cities reduce speeds in advance of highway terminations to regulate traffic and promote pedestrian safety. Close coordination between DOT and the city can ensure appropriate development along a reclaimed corridor. A focus on appropriate zoning and densities could leverage the effects of transportation improvements. Current public housing residents, students, and others have a harrowing journey under the expressway. Modeling the pedestrian experience for every option is important. This includes outlining pedestrian amenities. Partially depressed highways work in a number of cities and should be studied for Syracuse. An interim plan addressing quality of life issues during construction should be outlined. Real-world data on current travel patterns and potential solutions could be gleaned by scheduling temporary highway closures and monitoring flows. Asking the DOT to answer these questions and other questions before options are fully designed and evaluated with traffic engineering criteria could help the Syracuse region get to a multivalent solution that works better than what we have today. But what can you do? Learn about other cities' highway projects. Speak up and send an email with your thoughts to the DOT. Join a DOT committee to give input on what issues are important to you and your community. Offer your own suggestions for Syracuse streets.